Alright. That was a nice nap. Look at me, I'm a pretty snazzy looking fella, aren't I? Oh, look at that hipster beard, lovely life. Alrighty, so we've just come to RivetCity, we've used one of the communal cots, and now we're going to go, depending on how long I've been sleeping for, Capital Preservation Society, St. Martin's Church, and the Science Lab. Oh.
God bless you.
I have no response to that.
Welcome to RivetCity Supply. I've got a little bit of everything here.
This doesn't look like RivetCity Supply. Not that I would know, because I've been there before.
Hey.
Why do you have a gun just in your hand?
Don't mind me. I'm just taking up space here.
Aww, Mr. Lopez.
Haven't run into you before. You probably wouldn't remember me anyway. I'm Mr. Lopez.
Why wouldn't I remember you?
Nobody does. I'm not very memorable. Don't worry. It won't be a problem for much longer.
Oh my goodness. People aren't happy here. Apart from that guy doing drugs, he's pretty happy.
Hey. If you want a gun, you've come to the right place.
What up,
They
Shrap?
call me Shrapnel. I run this place. Got the best damn armament you'll ever see.
Man, I love guns. Nothing's better than a kick of a 44.
Ain't seen many of those around lately. They're tough to come by.
Ah. Anywhere I can get a drink on this tub?
Try the Muddy Rudder. They don't ask too many questions down on the lower deck.
Cool. Well, check out your.
What you looking for?
I just need some ammo. Alright, so we've gone down here. We may as well. Alright. Preservations.
I'm on duty. Make it quick.
I heard that RivetCity is run by some sort of council.
Chief Harkness meets with Dr. Lee and Bannon to discuss security matters. It's a waste of a good Monday morning, if you ask me. They should just let Chief Harkness call the shots.
What can you tell me about Dr. Lee?
She's some sort of genius. You know, one of those egghead scientist types. Her lab is in the stern end of the ship.
I don't know what a stern is. Alright, well, thanks for your help.
Bye.
So I'm here to find out the history. That's the common room. That's why I could sleep there. Okay. Preservation Society. Sounds like a good place to preserve. Preserve some...
Welcome to the Capital Preservation Society.
Oh. Hey, man.
Quite an impressive collection, isn't it?
I haven't been in there
Now,
yet.
don't be shy. Have a look around.
Okay.
Abraham Washington's the name. Curator of this little slice of American history.
You have a wrinkly ass face. Yes, it's an interesting collection indeed.
Ah, a fellow scholar, I see. Each of the documents in this room tells a small but important story about the history of the United States of America. Unfortunately, the greatest prize of all is missing from the collection.
Oh. Alright, I'll buy it. Which document is missing?
In 1776, the Second Judgmental Congress got together and adopted a document drafted by none other than Thomas Jefferson himself. It was the day the United States of America earned its name and secured its place in history. This magnificent achievement took form in the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, all you have to do is ask, dude.
Oh, would you? It would mean so much to me and the Society's collection here.
I'd love to help, but what's the caps?
You'd secure your place in history. The man who rediscovered the Declaration of Independence. Imagine the fanfare.
What's the reward, dude?
Sorry, my mind tends to wander. I will see to it that you receive a worthwhile trade. I have in my possession the only known schematic for the creation of something called the railway rifle. Bring me the declaration, and it's yours.
Done. I've been collecting railway spikes for fucking ages. Alright.
Excellent! You won't regret it, I promise you. Imagine, you are taking part in another chapter of American history. I envy you. You can find the Declaration of Independence in the ruins of the National Archives.
Can you show me how to get to the National Archives on my map?
In the D.C. ruins, you'll find the National Archives, or what's left of it anyway. The building should contain the document in a protective glass case. Be careful. The place is swarming with super mutants. Here, let me pinpoint its location for you.
Thank you. Super mutants. Do you know the history of River City?
It's funny now that you ask. I can tell you all about the capital, but I really haven't got any idea about RivetCity itself. I can't see how important it is compared to the capital's history, but maybe Bannon might know something. He's in the governing council, after all.
I have a few questions. No, I don't. I have to go now.
Remember, treat the document with care. It's a fragile piece of our history.
When I get it back here, I'm going to shove it down your throat if you don't give me that railway spike schematic. How the fuck did you get that plane in here?
I'm Janice Kaplinski, Chief Botanist. What do you need?
I'm looking for my father. Have you seen him?
I did see a man talking to Dr. Lee, but I really shouldn't be discussing it. She's already in a bad mood. I'd hate to make it worse. You should probably just talk to her about it.
Okay. Do you know anything about Rivet City's history?
If it hasn't got to do with the science quarters, I'm probably not the one to ask. And Dr. Lee's so busy, you really shouldn't disturb her work.
Okay. See ya.
So long.
It was lovely meeting you.
Look, Dr. Zimmer, we've been over this. We don't know about your runaway robot, and we don't care. This lab is dedicated to solving real problems.
Yes. But Dr. Lee...
Dr. Lee is trying to save lives, and your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts. Now please, stand aside.
I'm sure the good doctor's work with water purification is fascinating. But if you only knew what was at stake, the technology in that android...
What's at stake? You won't tell me what's at stake. Vagaries and secrecy. A robot's a robot, Zimmer, no matter how shiny the paint job. Now, please.
Ignorance and facetiousness. That's all you people are good for. Shiny paint job indeed. You can't even imagine the Commonwealth's accomplishments.
You know, if you're so smart, maybe you could help us, But no, that never even crossed your mind. Go peddle your selfishness somewhere else.
You there. What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered. Are you by any chance for hire?
That depends. What exactly are we talking about here?
To the point. I like that. Well, as it turns out, I've misplaced some very sensitive property.
Missing property? What kind of property?
How do I put this in a way you'll understand? All you know of robots are those buckets of bolts, those Mr. Handshakers and whatnot. Well, that's not all a robot can be. You see, in the Commonwealth, we've made artificial persons, synthetic humanoids, programmed to think and feel and do whatever we need. And occasionally, they get confused and wander off.
Interesting, but what do you want me to do exactly?
You're helping me retrieve this android, aren't you? I've tracked him this far. He's out there somewhere, in the capital wasteland. He must have done something drastic, like facial surgery and a mind wipe, or else I would have found him by now. It will be no easy task. He may not even realize he's an android. Don't upset him by talking with him. Just come get me immediately. I'll handle it.
I'll be compensated for my services.
Of course. I have at my disposal advanced technology from the Commonwealth. I'd be willing to share some of it with you. Just think, you'll be the envy of all your friends.
Yeah, I'll find your android.
Excellent. Locate my android, and you won't be disappointed. Here, listen to this message he sent me. He's mocking me. I swear, I'll make him pay for that.
I have to go now.
Of course you do.
Yeah, you condescending prick.
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him.
What?
You're James's son, aren't you? What are you doing here?
Wait, how do you know who I am? Have we met?
You were too young to remember, and I suppose James never spoke of me. Typical. I'm Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your parents many years ago. Now I run the science lab here in Rivet City. It was all I had left. When your mother died, your father decided to leave with you. He abandoned our work. We had no choice but to do the same.
I'm trying to find my father. Have you seen him?
You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here. For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there.
This isn't about me. This is about my father. Now, where is he?
Your father is no longer here, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't use that tone with me.
I'm sorry. Could you please tell me where he's gone?
Your father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way it would work. Predictably, he refused to listen to me. He says he can prove it will work and headed off to the old lab. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you.
Where is this old lab of yours?
It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here. Please, don't go after him. It was foolish of him to even think about going there alone.
Okay. Is there any way you can help me out?
Look, I don't want to be harsh, but I have problems of my own. I don't have the resources to support James's foolish endeavors, or you're chasing after him. I'm sorry.
Come on, isn't there anything you can do to help?
I'm sorry, I am not in a position to help you.
Alright.
You understand, I have enough to worry about already.
Whatever. Whatever. What do you know about this place's history?
I could tell you all about the science lab, but even though I was here near the start, I can't really help with the details of how it all worked out. It all seems like a lifetime ago. I'm afraid I've had a lot of things on my mind since those early days.
Goodbye.
Good luck finding your father.
Yeah. You're a bitch. And one of these days, I'm gonna put a bullet in the back of your head. That was a bit rough. I didn't mean that. Alright. Well, seems like we've bypassed a few things, interestingly enough. Let's go to this church. We still haven't learnt anything about Rivet City yet.
I am Father Clifford. This is St. Monica's church.
Who's St. Monica?
She is the patron saint of lost children. Very popular among the faithful of Rivet City. I'm surprised you've never heard of her. If you want to hear her story, it will be the topic of my sermon on Sunday. Services begin at 8 a.m. You should come.
I think Mr. Lopez is suicidal.
Yes, I know. I've been counseling him for some time now.
Don't think it's working.
He used to go stand on the observation balcony all afternoon. He's down to only an hour or so at 3 o'clock.
I need to go, dude.
St. Monica bless you.
Okay. Goodbye. There you
We
are.
haven't met. I'm Bannon, proprietor of Potomac Attire and city council member. You should stop by my shop. What you're wearing is dreadful.
Yeah, okay. That's nice. How dare you insult my taste of clothes?
I meant no offense. I was merely trying to encourage you to shop at Potomac Attire. I'm sure you would find something there to suit you.
So you're on the city council?
Dr. Lee, Chief Harkness, and I are all on the council. We meet every Monday morning. I can be very influential, if you know what I mean. Far more than Seagrave Holmes.
Whoever the Seagrave Holmes is, you think he's a threat to your own influence?
A threat? No, of course not. Well, maybe. He wants to replace me on the council. He's a shady character. I just can't prove it. Now, if someone were to find something incriminating in his room, well, let's just say I would be very appreciative.
Okay. Why are you guys living on this boat?
It's a place to live, safe from raiders and super mutants. With Dr. Lee on our side, maybe we can even begin to rebuild the world.
Yeah. Can I ask you about the history?
Why, I practically set this whole place up. When I got here 12 years ago, it was just a handful of dead-enders squatting in a rusted-out rowboat. Now I'm on the council, and with my leadership, we're the strongest settlement in the wastes. Of course, a few of those dead-enders still stick around, but who'd want to leave?
Cool. Hasn't RivetCity been around for longer than 12 years?
Well, yes, but it was hardly any place of importance until I arrived on the scene. That's all ancient history now. No one would ever care about it. If you insist on wasting your time on that, you could try that bartending old crone down below, Belle Bonnie.
Okay. Goodbye.
Yeah, see ya.
Well, finally got some information. Check other sources to confirm RivetCity's history. Well, you hear that? Chief Harkness. You think you'd find Chief Harkness?
Charmed to meet you. I'm Vera Weatherly of the Weatherly Hotel.
Have you heard Have you heard any interesting gossip?
Well, I really shouldn't tell you, but have you heard about Polly Cantelli? He's addicted to chems. His poor wife Cindy is at her wit's end.
Oh my god. Oh, Vera, your nephew Brian lost his folks and needs a place to live.
Poor dear. I know what it's like to be alone. I'd love to take him in. Don't worry. I have the means to keep him fed and healthy, but most importantly, safe.
Oh, brilliant. I think Brian will love his new home. I'll send him along shortly.
Oh, that's wonderful. If you ever wander back into Rivet City, why don't you check up on us? You're always welcome.
Ah, excellent. Well, anyway, while I'm here...
Nice to see you again.
You too. Do you know much about the history?
Well, I could tell you all about my hotel. But I'm sure I don't know anything about how Rivet City itself got started.
Okay.
I mean, you hear rumors and you make guesses, but I really couldn't say I know for sure. And I'd hate to lead you down the wrong path.
Well, is there anyone who knows more?
Actually, now that you mention it, Seagrave may know more about it. He's been here since he was just a boy, and I can't imagine anyone knows this ship better than he does.
Cool. So long, Vera.
Farewell.
Oh, awesome. I'm so glad I managed to clear up a place for that kid to live. Marketplace. Alright. Woo! Yeah, boy. Alright, I gotta go talk to Seagrave Holmes.
Good to see you.
Fuck that is.
Hello.
You.
Howdy, I'm Seagrave. Seagrave Holmes. I have a little of just about everything here.
You have a stupid hat, too. You got a T-150B? No? Then you don't have everything.
A what? Look, if you just want to crack wise, go somewhere else. But if you've got stuff you want to sell, then I'm your man.
Okay, cool. What do you know about the android from the Commonwealth?
Some dang fool was selling android recordings. I was just as big a fool for buying one. Here, have mine. Nothing but a damn hoax anyway.
Oh, thank you. Tell me about this holotape, about the android.
Yeah, I know. I got dummy written on my forehead. They sent those tapes to lots of people. You know, gullible and technically minded folk like me.
Bennett tells me you're trying to steal his council seat.
Steal it? Hardly. He runs the council like it's his own personal bank account. He's supposed to represent all the market businesses, not just himself. It's about time he was replaced.
Do you know much about the history of this place?
Oh, I really wouldn't know. I mean, long as I can remember, she's just been here, soaking up all the repairs and attention we can give her. I grabbed a wrench and joined in the reconstruction pretty much first thing out of the womb, but I never really cared about the politics.
Okay. Vera spoke very highly of you. She says you know all about this place.
She did? Well, I suppose I've picked up a lot over the years. I mean, no one's spent more time tinkering on this old girl than I have. Oh, RivetCity, I mean. Not Vera. I mean, Vera's not old. And I haven't tinkered on her, obviously. Not that I wouldn't. I mean, no. Anyway, you might find some clues in Pinkerton's place, in the broken-off bow. He was around before me and used to store stuff there before he left.
Can you think of anyone from around that might Can you think of anyone from back then that might know more?
Last feller I remember from back then was Mr. Pinkerton, and he must have left about a decade ago, after that spat with the science team. He used to have a storage shed in the broken-off bow of the ship. We always thought he was crazy for keeping stuff there. Might have kept a couple records down there, I guess. Careful, though. Ship's a bit treacherous down there in her belly.
Well, what can you tell me about the reconstruction?
Oh, well, the old girl had seen a lot of damage, especially where the Mirelurks used to nest, and where the super mutants kept trying to get in. I guess the mutants and the Myers got so busy fighting each other, it gave us the time we needed to make this place shipshape. Does that tell you what you need to know? Anyway, we're here in RivetCity, and she's in good hands now.
You have been very helpful.
Oh, right. I sort of lose track of time talking about the old girl.
Alright, Spartans, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit of a storyline filler. So next episode we're going to go check out the Jefferson Memorial to see if we can't find my dad, and then hopefully head back to Megaton to give more of the good news about RivetCity. Again, thank you for watching. Please follow me on social medias. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and more importantly, comment. Give me your feedback, and I will see you on the servers. Catch you later, Spartans.